Okay, so are you ready to dive deep into the law of attraction?
I am.
Because today we are going deep.
Deeper than we've ever gone before.
Oh yeah, way deeper than like basic vision boards and affirmations.
Forget about it.
Yeah, we're going way past the basics today with the law of attraction explained beyond the basics.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
This is where it gets really interesting because we're really going to be exploring how the law of attraction is so much more than just thinking positive thoughts.
Right.
Like it really intertwines with personal growth and like the energy of the universe.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get tripped up because, you hear about the law of attraction and it's like, oh, just think positive and good things will happen.
Yeah, and it's so much more than that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much more nuance to it than that.
Right. It's like saying that gravity is just about things falling down.
Exactly.
There's so much more to it than that.
There's a whole like force and energy behind it.
Right. It's not just like, oh, I dropped my phone. Oh, it fell down because of gravity.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
so much more to it.
Exactly.
So like one of the things that I thought was really interesting in this source was talking about emotional alignment
Yes.
and how it's not just about thinking positive thoughts, but feeling them.
Feeling them. Yeah.
Have you ever like noticed how sometimes like your emotions can almost feel tangible, like they have a weight to them?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like you can almost like reach out and touch them sometimes.
Right. And I think that's really what the law of attraction is talking about, is that our emotions act like a signal, a vibration.
It's energy.
Right.
It's like a frequency that we're sending out into the universe.
Exactly. And it's about embodying the feeling of what you want to attract,
Yes.
like as if it's already yours.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like really feeling it like it's already happened.
So like, let's say, for example, you're trying to attract a new job that you're really passionate about.
Okay.
It's not enough to just think, I'm going to get this job.
Right.
You need to tap into the emotions you would feel if you already had it.
Yes.
Like the excitement,
Excitement purpose.
the sense of purpose.
Even like the relief.
Yes, the relief of like, oh my gosh, I finally got it.
Like you can finally relax.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is where like gratitude practices can be really powerful.
Oh, absolutely.
Because when you are cultivating gratitude for what you already have, you're shifting your emotional state to one of abundance.
Yes, you're getting yourself into that vibrational frequency of abundance.
Right. And then that attracts more abundance.
Exactly. Like attracts it.
Exactly. But this is where I think it gets even more interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
Because a lot of times we have these subconscious beliefs
Uh-huh.
that can totally like sabotage our best intention.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You could be consciously visualizing your dream life, but if you have these deep down beliefs about like not being worthy or deserving,
Yeah.
it's almost like you're trying to drive a car with the parking brake on.
Exactly. And those beliefs can act as like resistance to the law of attraction.
Totally.
Like imagine like a dam
Okay.
blocking a river.
Okay. Yeah.
The water wants to flow, but the dam is in the way.
Right.
Your beliefs are the dam.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
So then how do we release the parking brake?
Well, that's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
You're right. Like, how do we actually get down to those subconscious beliefs that are really holding us back?
Right.
Because if we don't even know about them,
Yeah.
how can we address them?
Well, the first step is awareness, right?
Okay.
Becoming aware of what those beliefs are.
How do we even do that?
Well, this source mentions a couple of practices like meditation
Yeah.
and journaling,
Huh.
which can help you to kind of become more aware of those subconscious patterns that are running in the background.
Have you ever tried either of those?
Oh, yeah. I mean, meditation's like my go-to.
Okay.
Like first thing in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just helps me to kind of clear my head, get centered. And, sometimes those beliefs will just kind of pop up
Interesting.
during meditation,
Wow. Okay.
But journaling is great too,
Yeah.
because you can kind of like get it all out on paper,
Right.
just free write, see what comes up.
Yeah. And there's also some other things that aren't mentioned in this source,
Oh, yeah, like what?
like EFT tapping.
Oh, yeah, tapping's great.
Yeah. And hypnotherapy.
Hypnotherapy can be really powerful too.
Yeah. For really getting down.
Yeah, for getting to those deep-seated beliefs.
Yeah. And clearing out those.
Clearing those blocks.
Yeah. Those mental and emotional blocks.
Yeah, because sometimes they're so deep you can't even access them consciously.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about emotional alignment.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about subconscious beliefs.
Yep.
But there's another really important piece of the law of attraction,
Ooh, what's that?
and it's inspired action.
Yes.
Like, it's one thing to just sit back and wish for things.
Yeah. You got to meet the universe halfway.
Right. You have to take action. Yeah. But not just any action. It has to be inspired action.
Inspired action, yes.
But what does that even mean?
So inspired action is about recognizing that the universe responds to action,
Okay.
to movement, to the steps we take towards our desires.
Okay.
So it's not enough to just sit on the couch and visualize.
Right.
You have to actually get up and do something.
Take those steps.
Take those steps, yes.
But how do we know if it's inspired action?
That's a great question.
Because there's action and there's inspired action.
Right, because you could be taking a lot of action,
Okay.
but if it's not aligned with your desires,
Right.
it's not going to get you where you want to go.
Okay. So how do we know?
It's about paying attention to the nudges you receive,
Okay.
the opportunities that present themselves,
Uh-huh.
and then having the courage to act on them.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a bold leap, you know,
So-
sometimes it's just a small step outside your comfort zone,
Right.
but it's always about following that inner guidance.
Okay. So can you give me an example of what inspired action might look like?
Okay, so let's say you're feeling drawn to a new creative pursuit, like writing a book.
Okay.
Inspired action might look like taking a writing workshop,
Okay.
joining a writer's group,
Uh-huh.
or even just carving out time each day to write,
Okay.
even if it's just for 15 minutes.
I love that. And it's about trusting that those small actions will build momentum
Exactly.
over time.
Momentum is key.
And that brings us to something I think is so important about the law of attraction.
What's that?
It's not just about getting stuff.
Right.
It's about self-discovery and spiritual alignment.
Yes.
It's about recognizing that we are co-creators
Yes.
of our reality.
We are not just passive recipients of
Yeah.
whatever life throws at us.
Right.
We have a say in it.
And as we learn to work with the law of attraction, we start to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves.
Yes.
Our desires.
The purpose.
Our purpose.
Yeah.
And our place in the universe.
Our place in the grand scheme of things. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's like this journey of unfolding.
It is.
Right. And the journey is just as valuable as the destination.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up our deep dive today,
Yes.
I have a question for you, our listener.
Okay.
If you could fully embrace the principles we've discussed today,
Okay.
align your emotions, clear those subconscious blocks,
Okay.
and take inspired action,
Yeah.
what incredible reality would you create for yourself?
That is an amazing question.
What would your life look like?
Yeah. What would your life look like? That's something to really think about.
Yeah, something to ponder.
And as you continue on your journey with the law of attraction, just remember that it is a journey.
It's not a destination.
Yeah.
It's a process.
It's a process.
It's a journey of self-discovery
Yes.
and growth
Yeah.
and becoming the most empowered version of yourself,
I love that.
you know?
Yeah.
So enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
That's what I say.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the law of attraction.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.